Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to talk about SEO clerks, in particular how and why you should add funds to your balance. Okay, SEO clerks is basically a digital marketplace. So it's an online marketplace where people sell digital products and services. If you heard of Fiverr, it's pretty much the same thing. Of course, Fiverr is like the biggest player in that game, but SEOClerks is actually one of the top websites, right? And it's in the name SEO. So they at least when they started out, they were mainly focused on SEO services, search engine optimization services, and they still are. So SEOClerks has been around for many years, and it's a legit site, right? And there's a lot of very cheap services you can find there. Many of them are bad, but there's a lot of gems. There's a lot of good ones, and you can buy very cheaply. All right, I wrote a review about SEOClerks a while ago, so if you come here to my article, there's going to be a link in the description of the video. You can click on this link and check out the review if you want. I'm not here to review SEOClerks exactly. I'm mostly in this video I'm going to talk about why and how you should add funds to your SEOClerk account balance. Okay, so adding funds, it's as simple as you go to SEOClerks and you pay them, you send them money, let's say 50 bucks, and then you can use that money to buy gigs on the platform, right? The reason you should okay, so when I I don't buy as much from stuff from SEOClerks anymore, but I used to buy lots and lots of $1 gigs, right? And back then SEOClerks, the payment system functioned a bit differently. So you would pay SEOClerks, and then they would credit the seller, and then they would when the seller withdraws the money, they would pay the seller. But because PayPal has high fees, and there were many $1 gigs on SEOClerks, whenever you would buy a $1 gig with PayPal, you would actually be charged an additional 35 cents by SEOClerks. And this is because it's just it's not feasible for them to charge you exactly one, because PayPal is going to take like 20 or 25 cents, and then the seller gets his cut, and it's just the math doesn't add up. So they would add this fee so that everybody can get paid. But if you would deposit 20 bucks or 5 or 50 or 500 to your account balance, and then used your account balance to buy the gigs, then there was no fee. So you deposit 20 bucks, you can buy $21 gigs. Now the reason this was feasible and did make sense is because when you pay them 20 bucks, PayPal takes $1, maybe $1.50. But if you buy 20 gigs, and for each gig PayPal takes 20 cents or 25 cents, right? Now we're up to $5-6 or whatever, right? So but anyway, this is how it used to be. Nowadays they changed it. Like a year ago they changed the system. So now every seller, when you buy something from them and you pay them directly. So you pay them in their PayPal account or their Coin Payments account or their Coinbase Commerce account, right? But SEOClerks still maintains their balance, the ability to add balance to your account and pay with balance. And every seller has to accept payments with balance, right? And how it works, the seller gets the balance, and then they can withdraw the money, just like how they used to do it. But anyway, I saved a lot of money with this feature back in the day when I was buying the gigs and the fees and everything. There's a number of reasons why this is beneficial to you, to add balance instead of paying the sellers directly, on a per gig, like per purchase basis. One is the fees, right? So if you're buying a gig and the seller accepts TransferWise, and you say, oh great, I'm going to pay with TransferWise. Well, if you have TransferWise, you already know that they take a tiny little fee every time you send money. The fee is very small, but it's still there, right? So you buy a gig for 20 bucks, 50 bucks, 500 bucks, and your TransferWise takes 20 cents, 30 cents. But you buy 10 gigs, you buy 50 gigs, you buy 100 gigs over time, and those little charges add up, right? Or if you're paying with crypto and you're paying from your private wallet, or you're paying in Ethereum and there's fees and gas fees and blah blah blah, again, they add up. But if you add balance, you just pay once, and you can pay with PayPal or whatever, so PayPal won't charge you a fee to send the money, and SEOClerks won't charge you a fee to receive the money. So you can pay 50, you get 50, you pay no fee, and then you can spend the 50 to buy gigs, and there's no fee for buying gigs with your balance, right? So this saves you money. Now it also saves you time and effort, because if you're buying gigs and every time you want to buy a gig you pay, like, what's the process? You have to click to pay, it takes to your PayPal account, you have to log in, you have to write your email and password, you have to log in, you have to click send money, you send the money, you have to wait for the payment to get processed, to get like, maybe PayPal wants to do a phone verification, send you a PIN on your phone number so that you can proceed with the payment, blah 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 blah, right? It's much faster if you have your balance. You go to the gig, you click buy, you pay, like, right there, no redirects, no going to phone verifications, logging in, nothing, right? Boom, done. Okay, the next one is convenience. So different sellers will offer different payment options, right? And I'm going to show you now, like, okay, so here's a seller. You can pay with PayPal, or you can pay with RTM, or you can pay with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum via Coinbase Commerce. This is a $16 gig. I have $8 in my account. If I had 16 or more, there would be another option here called pay with balance. All right, let's find okay, here's a $5 gig. Check out pay with balance. See right there, because it's 5 and I have 8, so I can pay with balance, right? So also this seller, PayPal, RTM, Bitcoin, Litecoin, blah blah blah. Here's another seller. This guy accepts more: PayPal, PayUp, RTM, Coin Payments, also crypto, Coinbase Commerce, Now Payments, and TransferWise, right? So this guy accepts more. But let's say you want to pay with TransferWise and you want to buy this gig here. Now this guy doesn't accept TransferWise, and let's say you don't have cryptocurrencies and you don't have PayPal, Apple Pay, Venmo, Payeer, nothing. You only have TransferWise and you want to pay with TransferWise, and that's it. What are you going to do? Well, you can't do anything. I mean, you can create a PayPal account, load it with that, but see what I'm saying? Now you're running in circles, having to do all these things. But if you go and you deposit funds in your SEOClerks account, you don't have to worry about any of this. You go to a gig and you buy it. The end, right? And protection, this is just, I mean, I guess it makes sense, at least to me. So, say you buy something from a seller and you pay with PayPal, and there's a problem. You're not happy with the work, whatever, right? You want your money back, or you want the problem solved. So you contact SEOClerks support, and maybe you do a PayPal chargeback, right? Now, SEOClerks is pretty good, and their support will help you, but they don't really have a dog in the fight, right? They don't really have money in the game, because you pay the seller directly in their PayPal account. So the seller has to issue the refund, or you have to fight it out and let PayPal make the decision, right? But if you deposit balance, you're paying SEOClerks directly, and then you're spending the balance, and then they pay the sellers, right? Now, if there's a problem, and you may do a PayPal chargeback or credit card chargeback, complain to your credit card company or bank, like a refund. Now SEOClerks is on the line, right? And in business, no seller, nobody that sells things, the worst things you can get are chargebacks, because every payment platform that allows you to accept payments gives a percentage of how many chargebacks and refunds you get. And if you get too many, over a certain percentage, you start having problems. They start withholding money. Maybe they ban you. They suspend your account, right? Outright. So SEOClerks now has a little bit more of an incentive to, contact the seller and pressure him to resolve the problem, or to simply give you your money back, So I think this is a, better thing to do. You get a little more protection, Okay, now adding funds to your balance, pretty simple. You go log into your SEOClerks account. Okay, so here we are. Let's say we're on the home page. Okay, see the navigation up here, home, community, buyer. You hover over with your mouse to the buyer tab, and then you click add funds to balance. Okay, you click that, and here we are. You can pay with RTM, you can pay with the Coinbase Commerce, Now Payments. These two are for cryptocurrencies, and you can pay with Wise, TransferWise. Actually, it wasn't even there a minute ago. When I wrote the article like 10 minutes ago, literally. See the screenshot here? There's no TransferWise, and now it's here. Weird. Anyway, so that's good, but good for them. TransferWise is a great company. So anyway, you have these options with which you can pay. You put the amount here. 5 is minimum, $5. Not a lot, right? You can do 50. You can do 50, 500, 5,050, whatever you want. You click one of these options, you go to the next page, you make the payment, and when you're done, first of all, you're going to receive an email like this. Thanks for your balance transfer order, SEOClerks, blah, blah, blah. And like it says here, you made a balance transfer to SEOClerks. This was instantly applied to your SEOClerks account, and you can see the details at. And basically at this point, if you hover over your profile picture here, your profile, you can see your username and then balance. See, I have $8.20, right? If you paid 50 and you had 0, now here's going to say 50, right? And that's it, guys. Basically, that's the whole story. You should do this. I think it's the best way to go. I mean, if you just buy a gig every once in a blue moon, like, I guess not necessary, but you know, if you're buying gigs often and everything, you're much better off doing with your balance than buying them, you know, one by one, like with your PayPal or whatever. And basically that's it, guys. I don't have anything else to add. SEOClerks is a great website. It's been around for many years. I've bought many things there. I've sold many things there. And since my website is orientated towards, you know, making money online and everything, SEOClerks actually has a lot of very cheap offers where you can, you know, buy backlinks or buy, you know, stuff, digital stuff, and then you can turn around and sell that stuff elsewhere for more money. You know, there used to be great methods, like people, you know, you make a website and then you find gigs on SEOClerk, offers on SEOClerk that are very cheap. You know, you find a few good ones that are, you know, worth more than the seller is charging, and then, you know, you list them for sale on your website and you promote the website. And now people, when somebody comes on your website and buys that from you, you go to SEOClerks and you buy it from the seller, you deliver it, you pay the seller, you keep the difference, right? And I'm sure people are still doing this. So, and also, you know, as I said, I've also been a seller on SEOClerks, and I still have a few gigs listed for sale. They are, you know, I mostly spent any sales I made. Then I used the balance to buy gigs, but I did withdraw money a few times, and they always paid me, right? They have a pretty good reputation. They've been around for years, and they're a legit site. You're not gonna have any problems, right? Okay, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. There's gonna be a link in the description of this video. You can click, come here, check out my article. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.